Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman. Coming up on today's show, are the Bulls trading for Pascal Siakam? A Western Conference executive said the Bulls could be a dark horse team to land the Raptors forward. We'll dive into that on the first half of today's show. Second half of today's show, the Bulls, according to the bookmakers out west, they are the second favorite to land Andrew Wiggins. Could this be Wiggins involved in a LaVine trade? I'll dive into all that and more. But welcome in to today's edition of the Bulls Report. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some playoff football that is on today. But before I walked in the studio, literally my boss is on the other side of this wall right now hearing me tell you guys this. Our bosses challenged us. They said, no way Bulls fans can get 250 likes on today's show. Guys, it is free. It is easy. I'm asking for your help. If you guys could, take a second out of your day, go down there, like today's video. My goal, or I guess their goal, they put it at 250 likes. If you guys could help me avoid a awkward meeting with my bosses, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. But enough of that. Let's dive into the new report around Zach LaVine. Around Pascal Siakam possibly heading to Chicago. This is what the report said. He said, it very well could be a team that no one knows in terms of talking about where could Siakam go, like the Bulls. This is a Western Conference executive stating this, and it kind of makes sense because, listen, Siakam and the Raptors, like on their side of things, they have been pretty open that they want to have a full kind of reset, retool this roster, and Siakam has obviously been a backbone for that organization for the last couple of years, even dating back to when they won the championship a couple of years ago. But they want to get younger, and I think they just want to kind of overhaul this roster a little bit, build around quickly, build around Barrett, build around Scotty Barnes, and they've already moved off OG Anunoby, trading him to New York. I think Siakam could be next. But Siakam, there's no doubt. His play style, I like to compare him to almost like a mini Giannis, and I know you might scoff at that statement, but he kind of plays like it. He has that long Euro step that allows him to get to the basket. Overall, he's just a menace on defense. Super long arm, super active defensively, always up there in deflections per game every single year. And he's also a generator on offense. Sneaky, averaging 5 assists per game this season, 22 points per game. Obviously, due to his size, he's a good rebounder. The three-point percentage is not where you want it to be, but that's not his game. Not every player is going to have every facet of the game, check marked off. Siakam, he's a downhill, rim attacking, really good, defensive forward that is extremely versatile. And immediately when I heard about this and I heard that the Bulls are, a dark horse to land Siakam, kind of makes sense because wouldn't it make sense to have a little LaVine and Siakam swap here? Like, in terms of what the Raptors want, they probably want another scoring guard next to Quickly and another scoring guard next to RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes. You could tell the Raptors you could run out Quickly, RJ, LaVine, Scotty Barnes, and whoever they want their 5-man to be for the future. I think that's a pretty enticing lineup for the Raptors, and you would be getting a really athletic 3-level scorer in LaVine. I think it makes a lot of sense. Bulls side of things, you're telling me this could be potentially the Bulls starting lineup. You go Coby White at the 1, DeMar at the 2, and then just go 3 and 4, go Patrick Williams and Siakam. Imagine being in an opposing team wing trying to score on this group. Like, you have the scoring in the backcourt in Coby White and DeRozan. You got the point of attack defenders in Patrick Williams, Siakam, and Vooch. And then also, I didn't even throw this on screen, but could you imagine if you threw Caruso in at the 2, or you went DeMar at the 1, have him run a little point guard, Caruso at the 2? Like, I think Siakam offers a lot of versatility, I think is the word I want to go here for this Bulls team. Hey, I'm a fan of Siakam. Obviously, it will come down to, how much the Raptors value him, and the Bulls would probably want to extend Siakam if they would trade for him. But I'm overall a big fan of the guy. He won an NBA championship, has that pedigree, been in a bunch of playoff games. I think he would add a ton of defensive versatility to this unit. And if you even want to get wilder, could you imagine? You could go Ayo Dosunmu at the 1, Caruso at the 2, P-Dub, Siakam, and then Vooch at the 5 spot. Run the offense through Vooch and Patrick Williams. You would have some elite defenders. I don't know, man. I'm kind of all in on this LaVine for Siakam idea, but I want to get you guys involved here on today's video. Would you trade for Pascal Siakam? Give me a T for trade or give me a P for pass. If it's in terms of like a little Siakam-LaVine swap, count me in. I would 100% be typing my T for trades, but I want to hear you guys' thoughts down in the comment section. T for trade, P for pass. Would you trade for Siakam? Coming up next here, I do want to tell you guys about the, not really rumor, but the bookmakers out west have the Bulls as the second favorite to-land Zach LaVine, or to-land, excuse me, I always say Zach LaVine, to-land Andrew Wiggins. But at first, I want to tell you guys about today's sponsor, and that is Fanatics. If you guys go to chatsports.com/Bulls combo, you guys can get this 2 t-shirt combo. I actually got this summer. It's a great deal. Take advantage. If you guys just want to get some more Bulls gear, for this second half of the season, make sure you guys check out that link, chatsports.com/Bulls combo. Right now, it's 15% off. You can get this 2 t-shirt pack for $37.99. Pretty good deal. Each t-shirt ends up being around $17-18, or $18-19. So make sure you guys do take advantage. Chatsports.com/Bulls combo. Put that link for you guys. Nice and clickable in the comment section and the description of today's show. Get hooked up today. Chatsports.com/Bulls combo. Go get yourself some merch. But let's talk about Andrew Wiggins, because these are the team odds for Wiggins' next team, because he is going to be on the trade block. And, the Warriors have came out and said everybody's available except for Steph Curry, even guys like, even like Clay and Draymond. I think they're willing to move off. But I do think Wiggins could be a big move, or just a big piece that could get dealt. Right now, they do have the Hawks at +200, Bulls at +225, Raptors at +275. That probably has to do with Siakam maybe having the Golden State. Then the Cavs, a sneaky one at +290. Then the Mavericks also. Mavericks could definitely use a guy like Wiggins. But these are his next team odds. And overall, a big reason why they do want to move off Wiggins is he has struggled this season. He has struggled a lot. I mean, just overall, efficiency has taken a huge dip. He was always around 47% from the field, now down to 42%. He's been a great three-point shooter throughout his career. Now that's down to 30%, almost down 10%. So that is an issue with Wiggins, but we saw him last night going against the Bulls. He can still be very effective. Those 3-and-D archetype of basketball players are valuable no matter the situation or however poorly or great they're playing that year. NBA GMs, they want these long athletic wings, and Wiggins is the definition of that. I would love Wiggins on the Bulls. We'll get to how he'd fit in on the Bulls here in a second. But why Wiggins is this, or why the Bulls are second favorite to land Wiggins? It's for the Zach LaVine trade. I mean, I think in terms of Warriors, I do expect them to make a move because I think they're a very front smart office. And I think they're realizing right now with Steph Curry, he probably has 3 or 4 more years of just an unreal prime. I think Steph is taking great care of his body. I think he'll be able to move on very well into his second half of his career, like when he's really like in the upper 30s. I think he'll still be able to be effective. But in terms of him being a 1 on a championship team, I think he's probably only got 3 or 4 more years left. So why not take advantage? Why not go and get a guy like LaVine, and you could just create another ball handler next to him? Because the Dubs need another scorer. Like, anytime I watch the Warriors this season, it is do or die with Steph Curry, and that's how it's probably going to have to be, but at least make it easier on him. Give him another guy that, he can play off of. I think LaVine could be a very interesting choice, and maybe they offer the Bulls, a little Kuminga, Wiggins, and a first combination for Zach LaVine, but obviously you're going to have to wait and see. You got to match salaries. It's going to be a hectic trade deadline, but man, I can't wait to see what the Bulls end up doing. But hey, should the Bulls trade for Andrew Wiggins? Are you a fan of him? Would you want him in Chicago? Give me a T for trade or give me a P for pass. I think it would be interesting. It all depends on the trade package. It's always what it depends on. But in terms of just him in a volume, him as a player, would you want him on the Bulls? Y for yes or N for no. Guys, this trade deadline is going to be insane. So make sure you guys are subscribed here to the channel. I really don't know what the Bulls are going to do. I have joked about it on the channel. I think they got 3 choices. I think it's either going to be a full-on commitment to running this back, which I really don't. I really hope they don't do that. Or I think it's going to be trade for LaVine and retool a little bit, which is why that Siakam trade honestly makes a ton of sense. Or it could just be screw it. We're going to admit we're wrong. This big 3 nucleus does not work, and they're trading DeMar, LaVine, and Vooch. Whatever happens, though, we will have you guys post. We may even go live here on the channel for the trade deadline. So make sure you guys are subscribed to our channel. See you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, go Bulls.